This is Small Biz Florida, the podcast designed and produced specifically for Florida small business owners and entrepreneurs. Small Biz Florida, talk that works for Florida. This podcast is supported by the Florida SBDC Network, providing the tools, strategies, and expertise to help Florida's business community thrive. Visit the Florida SBDC online at www.floridasbdc.org or contact your local office and get started on your path to success today.
This is Small Biz Florida, the podcast and broadcast. It's all things business across the state of Florida. And if you've been tuning in lately, you know we're coming to you from Tallahassee, the state's capital. We are literally, Small Biz Florida is situated right here on the third floor rotunda of the Capitol building. All kinds of things going on down in the courtyard in terms of small business exhibits. Got all kinds of small business owners and operators down there. Had a big day, had a big press event, had some folks speak about the importance of small business across the state of Florida. So it has been all about small business here in Tallahassee for the last couple of days. And we've got one of those standout entrepreneurs and small business owners with us right now. We've got Shane Grindle, who is the founder, owner, operator of Aquarion Clinic. Shane, welcome to Small Biz Florida.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We also have with us Traylor Roberts, who serves as the Chief Experience Officer of Aquarian Clinic. Welcome, Traylor.
Thank you for letting me have.
Now, Shane, you're kind of famous here. There's this humongous poster of you.
Right.
You were part of what was called the Founded in Florida campaign created by the Florida SBDC Network.
Right.
So start with that. Talk a little bit about Founded in Florida.
Founded in Florida.
Yeah.
One of the great things I think is overdue, right? You guys are the best kept secret here, right? So that was a great event to where we were able to kind of spread your message and how it's good for business and entrepreneurs. And, I always say big ideas start in small business, right?
Yes, I'm going to use that.
Take it. It's yours. It's yours.
Big ideas start in small business. I like
absolutely. It. And that's where integrative med started. That's probably what you know us as by. But then we joined together with Aquarian Clinic, and
nice.
Now we're just kind of growing and expanding, and kind of our mission has been to have healthcare that's accessible and affordable to,
all right,
to everyone.
We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
I want to get there. Let's start as we always do. Shane, just a little bit of your background,
Sure.
Your pathway to founding that first business,
Sure.
where you were featured as one of the Founded in Florida businesses.
Right. Great event. And so how I started with Integrative Med Group is it was actually at the height of the pandemic. And I kind of wanted to fix something that I could fix, and that was bringing healthcare that was accessible and affordable, because everyone was losing health insurance, losing health benefits, and so I started the clinic to kind of help with that, and that's where my mission started. Was there is at the height of the pandemic in about 2019.
And Traylor, same question, kind of your background pathway to Aquarian Clinic.
Absolutely. My background is mostly in wholesale and training and music business, but entering the pandemic, I owned a wine bar here in Tallahassee, and obviously things got wild, but my landlord and myself found out about direct primary care, and while everything in healthcare went absolutely berserk, I became a patient of Aquarian Clinic Tallahassee and just received an experience from our founder that was unlike anything else. So I left the wine industry, and I just am passionate about expanding this business, and we wanted to move to Jacksonville, and when you indexed who's doing it the best, we found Shane, and it's pretty clear that instead of reinventing the wheel, we were like, what if we partner?
Right.
Nice.
We're on the exact same mission. Why not get together?
Exactly.
We call that a collision.
Yeah.
That's right.
Very good collision.
So explain it to us. What's Aquarian Clinic?
Aquarian Clinic, right. I guess the question is, what don't we do, right? No. So we do everything. everything that your typical primary care provider does, that's what we do, but we take it a step further and we kind of elevate that experience. So you're not rushed in 8-minute appointments, 10-minute appointments. We really sit down and we get to know you. And not only that is that there's no hidden expenses. Everything's very transparent. So that's one of our claim to fame is that we make healthcare kind of transparent and easy. And so it's a subscription based. So it's $89 a month. You come see me one time or 100 times. It's the same cost. Okay. There's no copay deductible. So it's kind of like concierge medicine, but better and more affordable.
Okay. I was going to say I don't want to put a term on the business that's not correct, but we've talked about the concierge concept and model. You're sort of in that model.
We are sort of in that, yeah. So we take pages from different handbooks, right? And so the concierge model is one of those handbooks we kind of pull from. And so that we kind of give you that good experience, because once you walk into our clinic, it's not your typical clinic that you're used to. So that's...
Yeah, you don't see 10 rungs of admin staff. There's not long waiting room times. No. Direct primary care is really the intersection of continuous care and concierge care. What you're looking at is just what medicine used to be, a relationship between the patient and the practitioner. So we just try to reduce the admin down to stay out of the way, not overcomplicate it.
Right. And go back to the actual business model. It's a subscription. So
exactly.
So the patient pays a monthly fee, and then what are the benefits after that? I can just come see you anytime?
Yeah, anytime you want. And I mean, of course, normal business hours, but we do have the smartphone application called Huku, where you can message me and don't necessarily have to come in unless it's something I have to, see, touch, feel. So we can kind of operate in telehealth realm. We can also operate in clinic, and we can operate on the app itself via messaging. Yeah.
So there is a technology element to all of this too.
Huge technology. That's what helps us be more efficient. Helps us cut down the overhead, and it also cuts down on the cost, so that we can kind of bring that cost over to our patients, so that they're not having to pay all that. So yeah, we use tech to have cost control and to give you better care. So it's win-win.
I like it.
Win-win.
Now, on the back side of this, from administrative part, looks the same. You bill the insurance company, you take insurance, Florida Blue. Is that, so the back end is sort of traditional?
It is completely different. We don't take insurance at all.
Okay, glad I asked that question.
No, that's a great question. So what we do here is we use your insurance for things like labs, like for consults for specialists. We use it for your imaging, your CTs, your MRIs. Those are what we can use your insurance for. So we actually kind of make it better, really. I mean, if you really think about the whole thing, and also if you have good insurance, doesn't mean you have good health care necessarily. Right. So one's not really interchangeable, right?
Okay. And so, Shane, take us through a little bit of the how all this came about. Mm-hmm. You create this model, innovative healthcare.
Right.
You launch your business, and then pretty quickly you find someone who likes what you're doing.
Exactly.
Merger.
Yep.
So give us the details of those steps that all went down.
Sure. I launched my practice and grew very quick. And so...
Where'd you launch?
Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah. No,
I
launched in Jacksonville.
Okay.
And so everyone was very eager, because we are on the cutting edge of medicine. So we grew fast.
Right.
And that gathered the attention of Tallahassee and Aquarion. And we sat down and we talked, and we think that we can take pieces of each model in each clinic, put them together, and then create something really special, which is what we've done. I mean, we run the spectrum from women's health to hormones to primary care to weight loss, which has kind of been huge. I know we've all seen in the media with the semaglutide and things, but that was one of the things that I did early on, and prior to it being really, really popular, is that I did the research and the legwork and started doing that, and so that's been really great for us too as well.
And let's talk about the technical maybe side of things.
Sure.
So I'm a member of Aquarian Clinic Healthcare.
Yeah.
Am I going to see a nurse practitioner? Do I see a doctor? Does it sort of look like traditional medicine in terms of my visit with the office?
Great. This is very different. So you will typically see a nurse practitioner, but we do have a medical director who is also a DO. As we're growing, we are adding on staff too as well. So the opportunity to see the spectrum of like providers is there. You might see an MD, you might see an NP, you might see a DO, you might see a PA. We're very much a teaching platform too, though, and that's one of my passions is to teach. So you'll probably be seen by students as well. MP students, med students, PA students. We like to teach, and so you'll be seen by them as well. So absolutely.
Right. And then in terms of referring, again,
sure,
looks sort of the same. If you find an issue that's beyond the general practitioner area, you'll refer me, you'll connect me to specialists, and
that's the same point here as well. But the great thing about our model is that we have the time to take care of those more complex conditions, and we also have a platform called Thea Health. And so we use that as our sort of like virtual referral, which is all part of your membership. And so I have 500 specialists at my fingertips to send over your data to send your data over to, and they will tell me the next steps. Because the usual wait of a specialist is 4, 6, 8, 12 weeks, depending on it's a long wait. So the question is, what do we do in the meantime? So it can either take the place of a referral, and then I can handle it in-house, or it can be sort of a bridge till you get to that in-person specialist. So we do refer.
All right. So let's talk about the business model again. Where does this go? What does scaling look like for Aquarion Clinic? Multiple offices across the state of Florida?
Great. I think Traylor has that point.
So that's mostly my department, and effectively, to answer the question top down, that's when we met Shane. Instead of rethinking the wheel, we could print locations all over the state of Florida. Right. But the point of direct primary care is to have buy-in with your practitioner, to know them, to see them, to experience what care used to be like. So we wanted to go to Jacksonville, right? Well, we found Shane. Let's not reinvent the wheel. Let's merge with Shane. And as we look at the greater Florida area, that's our hope. We just do believe in delivering concierge-level care at an affordable price. So we're also not trying to get too big for our britches. Okay. We're focusing on prioritizing Tallahassee's care, Jacksonville's care, but our eyes are on Orlando and Tampa, and we definitely hope to be there in 2024 timeframe. But like I said, when we talk about printing the model, it just takes finding a practitioner that's person-centric, and then the point of the Aquarian back end is to support our Shanes, because traditional healthcare used to support its doctors, its NPs, its PAs, and as we see that walking away, we realized, what if we delivered the care for the practitioner like the practitioner is expected to for the patient?
Right. And what is this model out there in some forms and fashion? Are there other, companies doing concierge? Is it?
You see concierge and you see direct primary care. Florida, the floodgates opened for direct primary care, I believe, in 2019. But in states like Colorado, this has been around for decades. Right. So there's 20,000 direct primary care facilities in Colorado. Where you see the difference in our company is that typically direct primary care offices are going to be a one-off, and when they hit patient load, that's that. And doctors pretty quickly realize that some amount of that business and admin support is really needed, so they don't liquefy their brains directly out of their ears. And what we try to do as a company is not muddy the water in patient care with admin like traditional healthcare's done, but still support Shane, because I want him to care about his people, not about the nitty-gritty of billing, the nitty-gritty of when the messenger goes down. And in those smaller facilities, the admin wait time matches the traditional healthcare thing.
And it really does become, at this point, from a patient view too, I would certainly from my personal viewpoint, it really is about that patient engagement. You want to feel like you've got a relationship with your doctor. You can, take over 10 minutes to meet with the doctor, have a conversation about healthcare and get some advice, not just in terms of medical care, but, lifestyles. It would mean everything to have that kind of conversation.
Somewhere along the lines, medicine became reactive, and God forbid you just see someone struggling. And one of the things I love watching Shane in patient interactions when I'm on site at his office is you'd think no one else is in the room. You'd think no one's waiting. You'd think there was no admin. He just wants to talk about what you're interested, how's things going. It literally, it's the healthcare my grandparents experienced, and it's the healthcare that brought me out of the wine industry. I realized, my gosh, the difference that the direct primary care practitioner makes in office is truly unbeatable. That's our competitive advantages. It's our people.
I got to tell you, I always have to bring this up anytime we talk about Florida's economy and certainly healthcare. But Dr. Jerry Parrish, who serves as he's a chief economist, works with the SBDC. I'll never forget, Dr. Parrish was giving a presentation one time, and he said, the old economy in Florida was we built a golf course and we built homes around it. The new economy is we built a hospital and we built homes around it. I mean, your timing seems absolutely perfect in creating some innovation in healthcare as over 900 people move to the state of Florida every day. This is a big issue today.
Yes, sir.
It's huge.
For that reason, Aquarian Clinic's growth metrics were top 1% in the nation for 2022. Yep. And I tell people all the time, we can't solve every problem, and we don't claim we can. Part of being for the people we're for is that's who we're focused on. And when it goes out of their realm, we've got in-house options to not increase that patient cost, but about half of our practice does carry insurance, and they're just looking for better care. And then we're going to refer out for emergencies, because once again, I don't want Shane up until 1 a.m. figuring out how he's going to fix your cancer. No, he needs to be focused on how he's going to fix your lifestyle and clock out at around 5.
Right.
Ideally, right? Yeah. So, that's absolutely the case. Good quality of life for us as a provider and the staff, but then again, which also lets us give you better care.
Right.
Takes care of you better. Spends more time with you. And studies have shown what you said earlier is a more engaged patient is what we need.
Right.
All the heavy lifting can't be put on me as the provider. It has to be a shared decision-making process between you and me. We have to sit down and create a plan.
Right.
And to create a plan that works, I need your buy-in to craft that plan, honestly.
Well, again, it sounds like to me, Aquarian Clinic and the two of you, innovative thinkers in terms of healthcare, and I can't listen. Timing's right. We
agree.
We needed it. I think the old way, or at least as Traylor says, the old new way has kind of gotten a little outdated pretty quickly. It's time to go back to where you can have that kind of conversation and talk about healthcare and not feel like you're in a rushed situation.
Yeah, I always joke. How would you be okay with a 10-minute haircut? Would you be okay with a 10-minute haircut? And so my question is,
put that on marketing material.
Would you be okay?
I probably look like I had a 10-minute haircut. Yes, but no, absolutely. And again, just only going to become more and more important as more people move to the state of Florida.
Oh, huge. I think Florida is starting to be bigger because of, our housing market is huge. Our quality of care is huge. Our, with the help of the SBDC, I mean, businesses are popping up, small ones, which is what we need. We need more industry, which helps fuel the economy. So, all of that's important. It's really, really important.
Listen, gentlemen, it is Shane Grindle and it is Traylor Roberts. They are with a new and innovative healthcare model called Aquarian Clinic. You have offices in Jacksonville and Tallahassee.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And if you have a business under 50 and you're in the SBDC, in those networks, reach out to us because we'll take care of you. We believe in small business too.
Huge. Okay. That's why we're here, honestly.
How does one find Aquarian Clinic?
AquarianClinic.com, at Aquarion Clinic on all socials. and our phone numbers are listed there.
Okay. All right. Nice. Gentlemen, thank you for your support of the Capital Small Business Days event here. Appreciate you coming over and supporting. Thank you for your support of the Founded in Florida campaign. You are one of the big poster entrepreneurs for that program, so we thank you for that.
No, thanks for having me. It was really like a honor and a privilege to come and help out and get the word out there about how much good you guys are really doing, which is massive for us. So wouldn't be here without you. So thank you.
We appreciate it. Keep up the good work in
Absolutely.
healthcare. Listen, I had my little run-in with the healthcare issues, and it's always nice to have healthcare professionals that provide support during those times. So we appreciate it.
Of course, yes, I'm always here as a resource. Questions. Just let us know.
Thank you.
Thank you, of course.
It is Small Biz Florida. I am Tom Kindred, your host, and we are coming to you from Tallahassee. It's all about small business here at Small Business Capital Days event. So stay tuned. More to come. This is Small Biz Florida.
This has been Small Biz Florida, created and produced by the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Your host for Small Biz Florida is Tom Kindred. Partners for Small Biz Florida include WPSL and WSTU and Indian River State College, named the 2019 winner of the Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence.